And in here, I'm told we have something very special. Oh my, wow. Wow. Hi guys, welcome back to the Turismo Diaries. Today we've come along to see Eurospares, who are a company that have been selling Ferrari, Lamborghini and Maserati parts since the 1980s, and it was a business that was a family business that has grown quite rapidly, and they've only recently, within the last year, moved to this incredible new premises. But before we go have a look around to see what they do and how they do it, I just want to talk about this incredible office because it's got what they do embedded in everything you can see, from the posters on the wall to the owner's interest. Like we've got a Vespa just sat in the corner of this room. We've got these two bespoke meeting tables, one with a Murcielago wheel and one with a Ferrari V12. You've got memorabilia in the counter as you come in the door, so as soon as you step in the front door you know exactly what this company is all about. So for those of you that aren't aware of what Eurospares do, I'll put a link in the description to their website. But ultimately what they do is they take in a Ferrari, Lamborghini or Maserati that has been involved in an accident or has been written off in another way, and then they extract all the parts and put them into their various warehouses. But it's how that is done that is very impressive. So let's go see where it all begins. And this is the room that it all starts in. And I say room, but it feels more like an operating theatre in a hospital. And the cars come through this roller shutter here. They come in just various different conditions, mostly shunts. Some are fire damaged, some are just written off due to the value to repair, which tends to be a lot more older cars. And then there's a very systematic, precise approach to removing parts, making sure they get logged, because what the guys are telling me is as soon as a car is put on their website, people are contacting them for parts. So a part will be taken off a car and then filed into the computer almost straight away. So it's a very methodical approach to car parts. And you know, you come in here and you don't feel like it's a scrapyard. It feels very much like a precision engineering process going on here. There's a couple of mementos on the wall. Say that's a 430 hood from this fire damaged 430. Up on the ramp there we've got a yellow 360 Modena. Here we've got a Lamborghini Urus, and in this corner we have a 488 Ferrari. Once all the parts have been logged onto the computer, begins the process of storing all those individual components among these vast warehouses, and we're going to go have a proper nose around. And straight away we've got a huge array of body panels. We've got doors from various Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Maseratis down there. I can see the front and rear bumper from a Ferrari Maranello. I can see F430 parts I recognise. And of course, if the colour didn't give it away, you've got a Huracan front end there. And everything is meticulously numbered, like this rear bumper from a 488. It's logged with the official part number, and then the one that they can also find in their system. So from the moment you ring them to them telling you whether they have or haven't got it, it's within seconds. And if they haven't got it, I've been told they will go and source it for you. You've just got absolutely every part you could want. You've got aisles that go on for just distance with camshafts, water bottle holders, washer fluid holders, all those kind of things that you don't see. And of course the supercar is more you know about your superficial look. So every now and again you'll walk through the warehouse and you'll just see something that will catch your eye, like this F430, the clamshell, sorry, from the F40, the clamshell. You've got one from a 328, I'm guessing. When Eurocar parts move to this bigger premises, it's split out across several warehouses, so it means I'm having to jump from one side of the road to the other. So I thought now would be a good time to come and take a seat, and in no ordinary seat. I'm actually sat in a 550 Maranello Ferrari seat. It's very comfortable, holding me in quite well. In this room you've got a huge variety of seats, going way back to Countach, the 550 Maranello 430. right up to the very new stuff like the fire damaged Huracan that came in. And down here you could either re-trim your car if you just needed certain parts of the seat. The first thing I would do if I was sourcing a part is just give the guys a call, see what they've got or see what they can get for you. Moving on from seats to other interior parts, for instance you've got here the complete carbon trim set from what I believe to be a 458. You've got the vent covers, the steering wheel and the heads-up display. The way I would look at this also is if that you snag, say, something in your car and you're looking for just that one part, but you don't have to buy the whole set, or you're not necessarily looking for something that's ultra brand new and paying that main dealer price, you come along to these guys, say, I need a left side sun visor mirror, and here it is, and they'll ship it out to you. Still looking good. Just walking down here, I feel like I've hit a 355 section. I can see dials, there are rear lights that I recognise, there's the steering wheel that I recognise, interior trim pieces, you've got the airbags which are wrapped up. One of the things that Neil said to me is nothing is wasted. When the car comes in, everything is taken because somebody always needs something. And like I said, nothing goes to waste here. And when everything has been stripped off the cars, the chassis end up in a room like this, or stacked 3 high, waiting to go to new homes for everything to be put back on somehow. So yeah, again, it's another wonderful room. To see the cars in this state is something quite unique. And again, you've got everything from a Lamborghini Urus chassis to the Scaglietti to an Espada, and various other cars which are quite hard to recognise from the front. The rears give it away a bit more, but yeah, certainly harder to recognise from the front unless you really know your stuff. And in here, I'm told we have something very special. Oh my, wow. Wow. So down here can only be described as the supercar heart storage. It's fantastic in here. You have got engines from Lamborghini, the Maserati 4200s, you have an MC Stradale in here. Going on to Ferrari, which is the most abundant, you've got 355s, 360 Spiders, Californias, 458s, it just goes on and on. You've got engines that are from the more modern cars to the more historic. I think you'd be very pressed to not find the engine you need in here, and it's just a spectacle to see. It's like a museum. It doesn't feel like a warehouse. Everything is tagged with the mileage, which car it's from. It's the attention to detail. Again, the thing that I look for in anything to do with the car is just here. I say, it feels more like a museum than a warehouse full of engines. And in this section of the warehouse we have wheels, lots and lots and lots of wheels, and we had quite a good fun morning just going down and saying which wheel belonged to each car, and some I got wrong, but the majority I did get right. And again, emphasising that expansive array of different wheels. Got very new stuff from the Lamborghini Urus to the 2000s era. You've got the Modena wheels, the Gran Turismo wheels, got the 4, 5, 6 wheels. It just goes on. And then down here you're starting to see glimpses of cars you recognise, but in a very different way. We've got bumpers from an array of Lamborghinis, and you start to just recognise some of the vents, the shapes, and you go, that's a Gallardo bumper, that's an Avedis front bumper. It's really funny how you do instantly recognise these things. Like a front bumper from a 456 over here, to an F40 front bumper over here, to a Countach front bonnet, an Enzo rear clamshell, and an Enzo door over here. You then have body panels that come in different conditions. So like these Testarossa rear quarters are slightly damaged and will need some panel beating. And on the other side, you have these almost factory GT for Lusso, FF, and I think that's an 812 super fast bumpers over here, which are ready to be painted to match the body colour. In this section we have lights, front and rear lights, and not only are they ones they've managed to take off cars that come in, but they actually source parts, used parts, new parts from Italy, also genuine used parts. And once the parts are logged into the computer, they're then taken over here to this room where they're then photographed, put on the website, and when parts are sold they head over to these guys where they bubble wrap them, package them and send them to whichever country they're going to. Well guys, we've come to the end of our tour today with Eurospares. To sort of conclude this video, what I would say is this isn't your typical dark, dingy garage. This is a well-run process of taking a car in, extracting the parts, logging them and making sure they get to the customers as quickly as possible. The way they like to be seen is not as scrap dealers, but a company that takes in cars that have come to the end of their life, take those parts and give them to supercars so that they can carry on their lives. So it's almost like a process in the middle of the lifespan of a car. And especially when you walk into the engine room, which just felt like a room of supercar heart, there's something quite poignant about that. So if you ever get the chance to come down and have a look at what these guys do, I highly recommend it. It felt more like a museum tour today than a warehouse full of parts. I say head on over to their website. They're highly rated on Google. I'll put all the links in the description below. And yeah, give these guys a follow on Instagram and just keep up to date with what they're doing, because it's interesting, if nothing else. So and if you've got anyone that needs any parts, be sure to send them this direction, because I would be very surprised if they couldn't find what they were looking for. Well guys, thank you very much for watching. Something different from what we've normally been doing, and I hope to be bringing you more videos like this. If you liked today's video, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and of course subscribe for future videos, and I will see you in the next one.